Number 1. The 1975 Cadillac Eldorado, listed for $6,500 and located in Perkasie, Pennsylvania. Here we have a true symbol of American luxury from the mid-1970s. The Cadillac Eldorado. This 1975 model, showing just 47,282 miles, offers that unmistakable combination of size, style, and smooth power that Cadillac built its name on. Equipped with an automatic transmission, this Eldorado is designed for effortless cruising. The current owner reports that the car runs and drives great, even having taken it on 2-hour road trips without issue. That speaks to the dependability of this luxury cruiser, even nearly 50 years after it first rolled off the line. On the outside, the Eldorado carries a long, low stance and sharp lines that made Cadillac the king of the road in the 1970s. It was a car that represented prestige and presence, the kind of vehicle you didn't just drive, you arrived in. This particular example does have some cosmetic damage to the hood and fender, a result of a car wash incident. But structurally and mechanically, it remains solid. The seller notes that in recent years, it was mostly driven back and forth to work. It hasn't been inspected recently, and while the plan was to get antique plates, that never happened. For a collector or an enthusiast, that just leaves room for opportunity, whether it's registering it as a true vintage classic or restoring it further to show condition. The 1975 model year is especially significant in Eldorado history. Cadillac was still equipping these cars with its massive 500 cubic inch V8 engine, the largest displacement engine ever fitted to a production car. Even in an era of changing emissions and fuel standards, the Eldorado remained a powerhouse, offering smooth acceleration and a commanding presence on the open road. With its clean lines, low miles, and road-ready condition, this Eldorado stands as an inviting option for anyone who appreciates American luxury at its boldest. At a price of just $6,500, it's both an attainable entry into the world of classic Cadillacs and a car that still delivers a kind of driving experience that made these models legendary. If you're in Perkasie, Pennsylvania, and you're looking for a classic cruiser with presence, history, and plenty of life left, this 1975 Cadillac Eldorado might be the one waiting for you. Number 2. The 1981 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D, listed at $12,000 and located in Peru, Indiana. Here's an American icon of the early 1980s, the Pontiac Firebird, a car that carried the legacy of muscle into a new era of styling and performance. This example has 116,707 miles on the body, but under the hood, it's a very different story. That's because this Firebird had been fitted with a 1973 Pontiac 400 motor, paired with a 1973 Turbo 400 transmission. Both the engine and transmission were recently rebuilt, and they've seen just 1,500 miles since refresh. The motor was bored .30 over, and it's been treated to new performance parts, including a cam, lifters, push rods, oil pump, water pump, and fresh gaskets. Only about 250 miles on those components. The transmission also received attention, with a shift kit installed to give it that firm, confident power delivery enthusiasts love. The seller describes the car as rust-free, which is no small thing for a vehicle of this vintage. The paint isn't perfect. It looks best from a few feet back, but on the road, this Firebird still makes an impression. The interior, while not flawless, remains presentable and functional. With just a little finishing work, it could be taken to the next level. Rolling on American racing wheels, this Firebird boasts a serious stance. 20X10S in the rear and 18X9S in the front, with only 750 miles on the setup. The look is aggressive, the sound is commanding, and the presence is undeniable. As the seller puts it, this is a car that turns heads wherever it goes. The Firebird has always carried a special place in Pontiac history. Sleek lines, wide haunches, and the unmistakable personality a car designed to stand out. This 81, with its strong drivetrain and fresh mechanicals, offers a great combination: vintage style, rebuilt performance, and room for the next owner to finish it exactly how they want it. Priced at $12,000 or best offer, the seller is also open to trades, particularly for other classic cars or even a bagger Harley. For someone looking to get into a Firebird that already has the hard work done on the hood, this is a chance to own a muscle-era icon that's only a few steps away from being a true showstopper. Located in Peru, Indiana, this 1981 Pontiac Firebird Coupe is ready to keep turning heads. It just needs the right owner to carry it forward. Number 3. The 1966 Ford Mustang Shelby GT350 Coupe 2D, listed at $12,900 and located in Flemington, New Jersey. Here's a piece of American performance history: a 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe that's been transformed into a Shelby GT350 lookalike. With just over 107,000 miles and a manual 4-speed transmission, this pony car isn't just about looks. It's built to deliver the driving feel enthusiasts chase. The seller calls it Shelby look, and that's exactly what this car captures: a Mustang that's been upgraded inside and out to reflect the spirit of Carroll Shelby's iconic GT350. Under the hood sits a V8 engine with numerous performance upgrades. The cooling system has been refreshed, the brakes improved, the suspension dialed in, and frame supports added, all making this more than just a showpiece. It's a car meant to be driven, and it delivers a sound and the attitude to back up its presence. Behind the wheel, you'll find a true driver's car. That manual gearbox puts you in direct control, and the Mustang responds with the kind of raw, analog feedback modern cars can't replicate. This one starts, runs, stops, drives, and turns exactly as it should, making an honest weekend cruiser or project foundation for someone looking to take it even further. Of course, like many classics, it's not perfect. It needs a new headliner, and the seller notes it will require rust repair and some TLC. But the price reflects that reality, sitting at $12,900 firm. For someone who's been hunting for a Mustang with Shelby style at a fraction of Shelby prices, this is a golden opportunity. The 1966 model year holds a special place in Mustang history, as Ford's original pony car was quickly becoming a cultural icon, and Shelby's influence cemented its reputation as more than just stylish transportation. This coupe, with its upgrades and Shelby-inspired look, captures that era perfectly, blending everyday usability with racing-inspired flair. So, whether you're looking for a Mustang that's already been given performance upgrades, or you want a Shelby tribute car you can enjoy today while finishing the details tomorrow, this one checks all the right boxes. Located in Flemington, New Jersey, this 1966 Mustang Coupe with Shelby GT350 styling is price a move, and it's ready for the next owner who understands what makes a classic Mustang so special. The sound of that V8, the feel of the 4-speed, and the timeless design that still turns heads nearly 6 decades later. Number 4. The 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme Convertible, listed at $13,990 and located in Laveen, Arizona. Here's a chance to own a piece of 1960s American cruising culture: a 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme Convertible. With 122,000 miles and an automatic transmission, this isn't a 442, but it does come equipped with the reliable 330 V8 engine. A perfect choice for someone who wants the open-top Oldsmobile experience without chasing muscle car price tags. The seller has already invested a lot of work to make sure this car runs and drives as it should. Recently, the entire front suspension has been replaced, along with a new steering pump and steering box, giving this Cutlass sharper handling and smoother road manners. It also received new exhaust manifold gaskets, fresh spark plug cables, new motor mounts, and a transmission mount. Even the carburetor has been rebuilt, though the seller notes it could use a final adjustment to be dialed in perfectly. What makes this Oldsmobile special is how much has already been done. Instead of starting with a tired, worn-out project, you're stepping into a classic that's been given the kind of attention most buyers wish for. The convertible top is fully functional, so drop it down and enjoy open air, cruising the way these cars were meant to be driven. The Cutlass Supreme was always positioned as a stylish, comfortable step above the base F85 models, offering more trim, more refinement, and more curb appeal. In 1967, Oldsmobile was still riding high as part of GM's muscle era, and while this is in the top-tier 442, the 330 still delivers plenty of power for weekend drives and car shows. Cosmetically, it presents as a beautiful driver-quality classic. Not a trailer queen, but not a tired old cruiser either. It strikes that balance that makes you want to take it out, put miles on it, and enjoy it. The seller's up front. No trades, and if you see the listing, it's still available. Priced at $13,990. It's a fair number for a convertible classic that's already had major mechanical work handled. So if you've been searching for a 67 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme drop top, something with classic lines, reliable power, and recent updates, this Arizona cruiser might be exactly what you're looking for. Just add your finishing touches, adjust that carb, and get ready to enjoy one of the most stylish convertibles of the late 60s.
57,000 original miles, rebuilt nail head. I got a receipt for 10 grand for the motor work from Perry's Automotive. Aluminum radiator, power disc brake, wheel woods. All the brakes were done, new exhaust, no rust, original interior. The car was white, they two-toned it years ago. Historic plates, spares in the trunk. Just a cool car. Dash is perfect.
Number 5. The 1955 Buick Special Deluxe, listed at $19,500 and located in Phoenix, Arizona. This car has been driven just 57,000 original miles and is equipped with an automatic transmission. Under the hood, it carries an original nailhead motor along with a factory transmission, both of which were rebuilt by Cars Car Care in Phoenix. The seller even has a receipt showing more than $10,000 spent on engine work, a serious investment in keeping this Buick alive and strong. Mechanically, it's loaded with upgrades that make it ready for the road. You'll find power steering, power disc brakes with Willwood components up front, and an aluminum radiator. The car runs and drives perfectly, with no rust and no body damage, a true survivor from the mid-1950s. Cosmetically, the paint is old, but the body itself remains in excellent condition. It sits on 17-inch wheels and tires, and every detail still feels solid. The windows roll up and down effortlessly, and the doors open and close with just a finger's touch. Inside, you'll find the original upholstery, adding to the car's authenticity. The seller also fitted a new Edelbrock carburetor, ensuring smooth performance. But even the original radio still works, a rare treat in a car that's nearly 70 years old. Even more impressive, the original spare tire is still in the trunk, a small detail that speaks volumes about how well this Buick has been preserved. With a clean Arizona title, this 1955 Buick Special Deluxe is a very hard car to find, especially in such complete and well-running condition. It represents an era of American automotive history when style, comfort, and power came together, and this example has been carefully kept to carry that spirit forward. Number 6. The 1965 Chevrolet CORVAIR, listed at $8,500, and located in Phoenix, Arizona. Here we have a truly unique piece of Chevrolet history. This 1965 Chevrolet CORVAIR shows just 24,000 miles on the odometer and comes equipped with an automatic transmission. Priced at $8,500. It's being offered as a clean, ready-to-drive classic that stands apart from the muscle car crowd. The seller notes that the car runs and drives great and that everything works as it should. It comes with a clean title in hand. It is currently registered And thanks to its California roots, this Corvair has no rust issues, a major plus for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Under the rear deck lid, you'll find Chevrolet's 110 horsepower engine paired with a 2-speed automatic transmission. Unlike most American cars of its era, the Corvair was engineered with a rear-mounted engine, making it one of the most innovative and unconventional vehicles Chevrolet ever produced. This design gave the Corvair a different driving feel, one that still captures attention from enthusiasts today. Cosmetically, while the seller doesn't go into heavy detail, the car presents as an honest and well-preserved driver. With solid California metal and no mention of major flaws, it's the kind of car you can enjoy as is on the weekends, or use as a strong base for light restoration and upgrades. In short, the 1965 Chevrolet Corvair remains an important chapter in American automotive history, a car that dared to be different, delivering style, innovation, and a unique driving experience. At $8,500 in Phoenix, Arizona, this example offers both value and character, making it a smart choice for anyone looking to add something truly distinctive to their collection. Number 7. The 1961 Chevrolet Corvair, priced at $10,900, is located in Clarksville. Here's a chance to own a true piece of early 1960s Chevrolet innovation. This 1961 Chevrolet Corvair shows just 58,000 miles on the odometer and comes equipped with an automatic transmission. Priced at $10,900, this example has been lovingly cared for and fully restored over the past 4 years, right down to the details like fresh weather stripping. Under the rear deck lid lies its air-cooled motor, paired to the automatic transmission. The Corvair was unique for its time, built with independent suspension on all 4 corners, delivering a ride and handling experience unlike any other American car of its era. The seller notes that this example is mechanically excellent, now wearing a fresh set of new tires and ready to hit the road. Inside, the interior is in excellent condition. The wide front bench seat isn't just practical, it's inviting, perfect for those Sunday drives when your passenger can slide close and enjoy the trip. All of the glass is excellent, and the body has never had rust, a detail that instantly makes this Corvair stand out in today's market. Adding to its originality, this Corvair comes with the original owner's manual, a set of dog dish hubcaps, and even a 600-page shop manual. A gold mine for enthusiasts who love both originality and documentation. On the outside, the paint gleams beautifully and the chrome and insignias remain original and in excellent condition, showing the pride of ownership that's gone into this restoration. The seller describes the car as a turnkey show car, one that's not just for the garage or the concours field, but also for the open road. It's reliable, stylish, and truly fun to drive, making a car the whole family can enjoy. Now located in Clarksville, the only reason it's being sold is due to the rising cost of winter storage. For someone looking for a fully restored, ready-to-enjoy classic with both originality and character, this 1961 Chevrolet Corvair at $10,900 is a terrific opportunity. Number 8. The 1978 Chevrolet Corvette, priced at $6,000 and located in Old Bridge. For those searching for an affordable entry into the world of American sports cars, here's a classic worth a closer look. The 1978 Chevrolet Corvette. Showing just over 120,000 miles and paired with an automatic transmission, this Corvette offers a solid foundation for restoration, personalization, or simply driving as you bring it back to its former glory. Finished in its late 1970s styling, the 78 model year is especially significant in Corvette history. It marked the 25th anniversary of the Corvette nameplate, a milestone that solidified its reputation as America's sports car. The long, sweeping body lines, pop-up headlights, and unmistakable silhouette make an icon of the era, even when it needs a little TLC. According to the seller, this Corvette runs and drives, which already places it a step ahead of many project cars in this price range. At just $6,000, it's one of the more budget-friendly opportunities to get behind the wheel of a true Corvette. Yes, It will need some tender, loving care, but that opens the door for the next owner to shape it to their vision, whether that a faithful restoration back to original condition or a personalized rest-a-mod build. Inside, you'll find the familiar cockpit-style layout that made the Corvette so driver-focused in the late 70s. While details on the interior aren't provided, the mileage and the seller's candor suggest that updates will be needed. Yet this is exactly what makes it such a rewarding project for enthusiasts. What's most appealing here is the potential. The drivetrain is functional. The bones are classic Corvette. And at this price point, it represents a rare opportunity to own a piece of Corvette heritage without breaking the bank. For collectors, it could be a solid starting point. For weekend mechanics, it's a chance to bring back a true icon. And for dreamers, it's the kind of project that rewards patience and vision. Located in Old Bridge, the seller makes it simple. This 1978 Chevrolet Corvette is ready for its next chapter. It may not be perfect today, but for just $6,000, it's a gateway into the legacy of Chevrolet's most celebrated performance car. Number 9, the 1966 Plymouth VIP, priced at $18,000 and located in Toms River. Here's a true hidden gem from the golden age of American luxury sedans, the 1966 Plymouth VIP. With only 54,000 original miles on the odometer, this car represents not only rarity, but also originality at a level that's hard to find today. Nearly everything about this Plymouth remains true to how it left the factory. It still wears its original black vinyl top and original blue interior, showing the kind of preservation that collectors crave. The only exception is one exterior repaint, done in its factory-correct white, which keeps the look authentic. Under the hood, it's powered by a 383 cubic inch V8 with a 2-barrel carburetor, paired with an automatic transmission. That engine choice, along with the VIP trim, place this car at the top of Plymouth's lineup in '66. What makes the VIP particularly special is its rarity. Plymouth positioned the model to compete directly with the Ford LTD and Chevrolet Caprice, but it never quite caught on in the same numbers. Only about 12,058 VIPs were produced in 1966 across 2- and 4-door hardtops. This one, a 4-door hardtop, is part of a limited run of just over 6,800 cars. Compare that to production numbers of its rivals, 181,000 Caprices and over 100,000 LTDs, and you begin to see why the Plymouth VIP is so scarce today. Authentic examples are especially important, because many Fury models were later converted to look like VIPs. This particular car hasn't just been sitting in a garage either. Over the last 3 years, it has received thoughtful mechanical updates to keep it roadworthy and reliable. That includes a new heater core, an ALC system converted to modern refrigerant, 5 new tires, brakes, shocks, a master cylinder, and more. The seller even notes that it has been driven to Hershey twice, a true test of confidence in its road manners, and is expected to return again this year in the DPC class. Priced at $18,000, this Plymouth represents both rarity and value. It's a piece of Mopar history that you don't see often, especially in such well-preserved, original condition. The seller is even open to possible trades plus cash, making a flexible opportunity for enthusiasts. Located in Toms River, this 1966 Plymouth VIP is more than just a classic sedan. It's a rare survivor from a brief but fascinating chapter in Plymouth's history. A true collector's piece with the originality and roadworthiness to back it up. Number 10. The 1971 Cadillac Sedan DeVille, listed for $18,999 and located in Denelon. When it comes to classic American luxury, few cars capture the spirit of the early 1970s like the 1971 Cadillac Sedan DeVille. With just 38,490 original miles, this car is a time capsule, a true survivor that showcases the quality and elegance Cadillac was known for. This particular example is in incredible condition, with 95% of its original paint still intact. It has never had rust, a rarity for cars of this era. The white leather interior remains like new, with an original vinyl top that's in excellent condition, No cracks, no rust bubbles. Just the kind of preservation that tells you this car has been cherished since day one. Mechanically, the Sedan DeVille has been carefully sorted to ensure it drives exactly as it should. The brakes, fluids, and fuel pump have all been replaced. The engine has been tuned and the radiator recored, ensuring reliable cooling for years to come. The air conditioning system has been upgraded to modern R134 refrigerant, with a new compressor, condenser, receiver/dryer, and hoses, so it not only runs beautifully, but also keeps you comfortable on the hottest days. Underneath it all is a smooth and powerful Cadillac V8, paired with an automatic transmission that shifts with the effortless confidence you'd expect from a car of this caliber. And because of its low mileage, it truly drives, rides, and shifts like a 38,000-mile car should, tight, smooth, and quiet. What makes this car special isn't just its condition, but its authenticity. As the seller notes, they're only this original once. Restorations are great, but Survivor like this, with factory finishes, untouched details, and decades of careful preservation, carries a presence that can't be replicated. Priced at $18,999, this Sedan DeVille is more than just a luxury classic. It's a statement of timeless design, craftsmanship, and originality. Located near Ocala, this Cadillac is ready for a new caretaker who values not only beauty, but a rarity of an unspoiled survivor. Number 11. The 1967 Pontiac Firebird Convertible, listed at $19,850, and located in Jackson, Mississippi. Few cars capture the golden age of American muscle quite like the 1967 Pontiac Firebird Convertible. This was the very first year of the Firebird, Pontiac's answer to the rising pony car wars of the late 60s, and it made an unforgettable entrance. With its long, aggressive stance, flowing lines, and wide split grille, the Firebird wasn't just about looks. It was a machine built for performance. This particular example is equipped with the 400 cubic inch V8, one of the most desirable configurations you could get at the time. Known for its raw horsepower and torque, the Firebird 400 wasn't just a cruiser. It was a statement. When you pressed the pedal, it roared with authority, a true reminder of what American muscle was all about. Paired with an automatic transmission, it delivered a smooth yet thrilling drive, making it as comfortable on a weekend cruise as it was lining up at a stoplight in 1967. With just 35,000 miles on the odometer, this Firebird is a rare survivor. Few muscle cars from this era remain so well preserved. The convertible top adds to its appeal, offering not only performance but also open-air driving pleasure. The wind, the sound of that V8, and the freedom of classic motoring rolled into one. The Firebird's interior was designed to match its power, blending comfort with driver-focused styling. Everything about this car represents that late 1960s balance of muscle and sophistication, a philosophy that helps cement the Firebird's place in Pontiac history. Whether you're looking for a classic muscle car to cruise on weekends, a restoration project with incredible potential, or even an investment piece that will only grow in value, this 1967 Pontiac Firebird 400 convertible checks every box. It offers power, style, and history, all in one iconic package. At $19,850, this Firebird represents more than just a car. It's a chance to own a piece of Pontiac's legacy and a symbol of the muscle car era. Located in Jackson, Mississippi, it's ready for its next chapter and its next driver. Number 12. The 1977 Oldsmobile Omega, listed at $10,500 and located in Murrieta, California. The Oldsmobile Omega is one of those cars that often gets overlooked in the shadow of its more famous cousin, the Chevrolet Nova. Built on the same X-body platform, the Omega carried its own unique Oldsmobile flair, combining reliability with a touch of luxury styling. And this 1977 model is a great example of what made the Omega special. Under the hood, it carries a dependable 5.7-liter, 350 cubic inch V8, the same heart that powered so many GM classics of the era. With just 98,515 miles on the odometer, and it hasn't even rolled over yet, this car still runs strong, ready to cruise down California highways just like it did nearly 50 years ago. This particular Omega comes with a bit of a twist. It's sitting on an airbag suspension, controlled by 4 switches. That means you can adjust the ride height at will, giving it either a sleek, low-slung stance or raising it back up for everyday driving. And in the trunk, you'll find a big subwoofer, giving this car a voice as bold as its V8 rumble. The interior remains all original, and while the classic seats have seen somewhere a few rips and faded spots here and there, that only tells the story of its age. For now, the seller has draped some blankets over them, but it's easy to imagine how fresh this Omega would look once it gets reupholstered. What makes this listing particularly heartfelt is the owner's honesty. They admit they've only had the car for a month or two, with plans to restore and enjoy it as a weekend cruiser. Unfortunately, life had other plans, and now it has to be sold. There's a real sense of reluctance here. You can tell this isn't just a car being flipped, but one that was meant to be cherished. At $10,500, located in Murrieta, California, this 1977 Oldsmobile Omega offers a rare chance to own a classic you don't see every day. It has the bones of a Chevrolet Nova, the soul of an Oldsmobile, and just enough personality to make it truly one of a kind. Number 13. The 1969 Dodge Monaco 4-door hardtop, listed at just $5,900 and located in Waddell, Arizona. This Dodge is a true late 60s classic, coming equipped with a strong 383 two-barrel engine, paired with a reliable 727 automatic transmission, and backed by the durable 8 3/4 rear end. It runs and drives great, so you can comfortably take it anywhere while you decide whether to take it to the next level with restoration or simply enjoy it just the way it is. The body itself is straight, giving it solid bones to work with. The paint isn't in perfect condition. Up close it shows its age, but from about 20 feet away, it still carries a sharp and respectable look. This is the kind of car that turns heads at a distance, while also inviting the new owner to add their own touch. The car now sits on brand new white wall tires, complete with deluxe factory wheel covers that really highlight its vintage style. The seller also has the chrome wheels pictured, and those could be included with the car for the right offer, giving you options depending on whether you prefer the classic factory look or something with a little more shine. It comes with a clean Arizona title, giving peace of mind to the next owner. The asking price is $5,900 or best offer, and the seller is even open to interesting trades. Whether it's another classic car, a modern ride, or even a clean travel trailer, they're willing to hear you out. So, if you're searching for a late 60s Dodge with great road manners, a strong drivetrain, and plenty of character, this 1969 Monaco is worth a serious look. Located in the far West Valley, it's ready for someone new to enjoy, upgrade, and make their own. Number 14. The 1964 Plymouth Valiant Convertible, listed at just $1,200 and located in Gillette. This Plymouth Valiant is a true project car, one that holds a lot of potential for the right buyer who's ready to take on a restoration. It comes with a trusted 225/6 engine under the hood, a motor well known for its durability and dependability back in its day. However, it's important to note that this car hasn't been running for the past 12 years, so it will need work to get back on the road. Being a convertible, it carries that extra level of charm and collectability. But as with any classic that's been sitting for so long, it does come with its fair share of challenges. The floor pans and quarter panels have rust, so those areas will need significant attention. For someone with the tools, time, and passion, though, this is the kind of project that can transform into something truly special. The seller is asking $1,200 or best offer for the entire car. It's being sold as a whole, not parted out, which means you're getting complete base to start a restoration. One important detail to keep in mind: the title is currently missing. The seller is still searching for it, but as of right now, the car is being offered with no title. That's worth considering for anyone who's looking to register and restore it. This is a cash-only, face-to-face deal. No checks, no PayPal, just straightforward and simple. The seller mentions he's the second owner of the car, which adds a bit of history to its story. If you're interested, the best way to reach him is by text, since there have been too many scam calls coming through. For the right enthusiast, this 1964 Plymouth Valiant convertible could be a rewarding project, a chance to bring back a piece of 60s Mopar history. With patience and vision, it has the bones to become something far greater than it is today. Number 15. The 1974 Ford Maverick, listed at $3,500 and currently located in Wyandotte. Here we have a clean survivor from the 70s, a 1974 Ford Maverick four-door sedan. This car has been a running, driving, and legal daily driver for nearly 2 years, proving its reliability even after all these decades. Under the hood is a dependable 250 cubic inch straight-six engine, paired with an automatic transmission. It keeps things simple with manual brakes, but the fronts have already been upgraded to disc brakes for improved stopping power. With fewer than 45,000 original miles on the odometer, this Maverick still has a lot of life left in it. That's a remarkably low figure for a vehicle that's over 50 years old, making a rare find in today's classic market. The interior tells the story of a car that's been used but well cared for. The driver's seat does show some wear, with the upholstery torn up enough that the seller currently keeps it covered with a blanket. However, the back seat remains in solid condition, maintaining that classic 70s feel. The seller notes that the car has been kept in great running order, with a long list of new parts recently installed. These include seat belts, power steering hoses, radiator hoses, heater core belts, and brakes, with some brake lines even replaced. A new ground wire to the engine block was also added, ensuring everything runs smooth electrically. These upgrades mean you're not just getting a piece of Ford history, but also a practical, roadworthy vehicle you can drive right now. The story behind the sale is a simple one. The family recently inherited a pickup truck, and that's the only reason this Maverick is being offered. It's not a for sale, not a project someone's given up on, but rather a chance for the next owner to step into a reliable and classic Ford sedan with originality and honesty. At just $3,500, this 1974 Ford Maverick is an affordable way to get into the classic car hobby. It's running, it's driving, it's legal, and with under 45,000 miles, it's at the kind of longevity you don't often see in cars of this era. A great starter classic, or simply a dependable daily with vintage charm.